Hello Leos, welcome to Sienna Sunshine Tarot, or welcome back to Sienna Sunshine Tarot. Today I am going to be doing a love reading for your sign. Yes, so I'm going to be doing it a little bit different than how I usually do if you are a consistent watcher of my channel. Okay, so first card I'm going to pull is how the person that you're thinking of, your person, feels about this situation. So it could be that this person was hurt by this situation, is what I feel, or what I see. And to me it seems like this person feels like there's some kind of obstacle in this situation, there's some kind of blockage in this situation that they feel can't be overcome. And like I said, they're definitely hurt by the situation. This person can feel like their efforts that they put into this situation didn't go as planned or weren't well received. Or either that, or this person feels like they didn't fully express their emotions enough in this situation, and that kind of put a wall between you and them. So they feel like they could be kind of ignoring it or blocking themselves from their own feelings, if that makes sense. But within them there is a feeling of disappointment about this situation, but they're kind of just putting it emotionally by on the back burner for some reason. That's what I see anyways, that they do feel this disappointment and kind of upset about the situation, but they're either over it and they felt that and they got over it, or they're choosing to ignore their feelings about that at this time. So how you feel about this situation: you feel like you have to be careful with what you say from this point forward, going forward in this situation. I feel like you definitely have something to say to this person. There is some kind of communication that you want to happen with this person, but you want to be careful. You're kind of holding yourself back at the moment. And you could kind of have, what I'm seeing is you could have some anger towards this person, or you almost have you want to, you're kind of holding back, you're kind of biting your tongue because you have something almost negative to say towards this person. That could just be for a small group of people, but it feels like you have some sort of, there's some sort of anger within you about this situation, and you're kind of, I don't know if you're necessarily disappointed about this or the way things are going in the same way that this person is, but you feel like you need to protect yourself and protect your words and hold back, but you do have some sort of negative emotions about this situation, and you just feel like you need to hold back however you're feeling about this, because you don't want things to get too heated. Or recently you feel like things just got very heated, you feel like something accidentally slipped in this situation, and now you're just like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Either that, or there's something that you want to say that you're not, you want to say it but you're not going to. You want to but you don't want to. That makes sense. So current energies in this situation, and you could just feel like the situation is kind of, I just got this message for some people, you feel like the situation is just kind of risky for you to be in. It's not healthy for you, and you're not really sure what to expect in any moment from this situation. So you're kind of just keeping to yourself almost, if anything, or that's what you feel like doing in this situation. So the current energies in this situation is the Tower in reversed. So it could be that this situation hasn't, like, there could be this disappointment and there could be all of these weird emotional things going, not necessarily weird, but like there could be all of these emotions going on, but it hasn't had the falling out that it feels like it should. And not like every situation has to have some intense falling out or some intense like ending where there's this huge fight or anything like that, but whatever needed to be expressed in this situation, or if whatever, it could just feel like the situation is dragging on and there wasn't the final clear ending that there should have been, if that makes sense. So it's like there was kind of supposed to be, or it feels like there should have been this huge fight, or it feels like there should have been this whole moment of falling out or all of this, but there just wasn't. So it's kind of strange. So this is going to be a card for the blockages in this situation, what could be preventing you guys from getting to where you want to be, or just what's blocking the situation. So it could be that what's blocking this situation is, what I see is you guys both could have very differing opinions on where you should be in this relationship, or you could have very differing opinions on what should be going on in this situation. So you guys are kind of going like, you guys keep butting heads is what I'm seeing recently. Like, you guys just aren't seeing eye to eye necessarily. And you guys could both be very determined, you guys could both be very set in your ways or your opinions, and it's just kind of like, it's not matching up. Either that, or what's being blocked in this situation is, what's blocking this situation is some sort of determination, or for some reason I'm getting this message of like an ulterior motive that someone has or has had in this situation. They have some kind of determination to get a certain outcome from this, to get something specific from the situation besides just like, you know, a connection romantically, and that's what kind of blocked this. So what's going on with the communication in this situation? So recently there could have been, or in general there could have been some deception in this situation at some point, and not all was revealed at this at some point, and now recently you guys could have communicated something where something came to light and whatever deception was there kind of fell off. So someone saw the truth of this situation, and it could be like it felt like for the most part things were good and there was just a little things off, and then all of a sudden you guys were communicating, something was said to the one person and it was like, this relationship isn't what I thought it was, and someone becomes aware of some deception in this relationship in your recent communication, or something that one of you guys said tipped the other person off to like, oh, just some sort of deception within this situation. So if you aren't in communication with this person right now, I'm going to pull a card as to why, or what could be going on with that. Your lack of communication, or things like that. So it looks like someone could have expressed their feelings in this situation and it was like too much for the other person for some reason. Like someone expressed how they were feeling and they didn't express it in a mature way. They expressed it in a way that could have been kind of mean. Could have been you, like, because how you were holding back, how you had something to say, it could have came across as very, like, angry or rude to the other person, and the other person was like, okay, bye, and didn't want to deal with this because they didn't like what you said. And that could have been what dropped this image of whatever was deceiving someone on your end. If you were deceiving them, they were deceiving you. Whatever someone said, whatever someone said is the reason why And it could have been something emotional, like someone got their feelings hurt, someone wants to protect their feelings in this situation, someone doesn't want to express how they're feeling in this situation. Could be that too for a group of people, like someone doesn't want to express how they're feeling, they want to protect their feelings, so that's why they're not communicating with you. Or you want to protect your feelings, and that's why you're not communicating with them. Okay, so now a card for how this person sees you. So they see you as someone who is kind of stuck in your ways, and they see you as someone who is in a stagnant point in your life in some sense. Like, they know you have potential, and they know that you're going to go, they know that in the future you're going to be in a different place than you are at right now, but they don't see that growth happening in you. They don't see you even trying to go to the places that you should, because it seems like they see you as someone who's very fearful. Kind of like, you know, how some people have a fear of success or a fear of failure. They see you as someone who is kind of stuck in your head and stuck in worries, and even though you could grow, and they see that you are going through a change in your life as well as the message that I'm getting. They see you as they see changes in you that are happening. So you could be coming out of this period of fear, or you could all of a sudden have gone into the state of being closed off and fearful for some of you. And this person notices that. They see whatever you're fearful about. They might not know exactly what you're fearing, but they're aware of your fear to leave whatever situation that you're in. They feel like you're closed off in some way, and that you have some fear, and that's probably the reason why. So how you see this person, you can see this person as somewhat like, seems like you see this person as someone who's very hardworking and someone who could be very put together. They seem very put together, but for some reason you feel like this person is kind of dull. Like they're very put together themselves, or you feel like you have to put in work to make this person seem put together, which isn't your place, of course, but like, you might feel like you have to put work into this person, or a lot of energy into this person, or, you know. But you could also just see either that. So it's either you see that you have to put a lot of work into this person, or you see this person as themselves very hardworking, someone who focuses on their finances a lot and seems put together, but at the same time, just kind of dull. Like, you could see this person as kind of a square. That might not be for everyone, but you just don't see this person as that exciting anymore. And it's just kind of like they could be kind of serious. Of course, they might not always be serious, but they just could be, you could see them as very serious. So, potential energies in this, of the future of the situation is that you could come to a point of balance in this situation. Someone else could come into this situation and maybe give you or the other person in the situation advice. And I feel like you guys will reach, whatever this may mean to you, you guys will reach a sense of completion in this situation, or a sense of teamwork. So if you guys aren't communicating, it seems like in the future you will be happy about that, the fact that you aren't communicating, and you'll grow on your own, and you guys will both just stand your grounds. So that's for the people who aren't communicating right now, but either that, or for some people it's going to be that you guys start working together on the situation. There's a sense of teamwork and collaboration. So if there was some kind of falling out or some issues that were going on, you guys will talk about it and you will work on it together in equal parts. And it looks like you will reach, like some sort of sense of completion. And if that means completion in the sense, it could be that you guys become more stable together and you reach a better point in your relationship, or completion in the sense that this situation ends, but it ends in a very wholesome way with closure, to where you don't feel like you don't know what happened in this situation. It just fell out. Like, could reach a point of closure or balance. Yes. So I'm going to pull a romance angel card for the situation. This could be advice. Calling in your soulmate. Cancer got this as well. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So if you want this situation to look a certain way, be a certain way, just keeping the image in your head of how you want this to be, or how you feel it should be, or where you want this to go, and keeping sort of a positive, I'm not saying like be delusional about the situation, but just keeping sort of a positive image of where you like this to go, and to not ruminate too much on the negatives of the situation, I think would be very helpful in bringing this situation to this place of completion or wholeness or teamwork. And either that, or you will have this closure with this person. You will have some sort of communication or work on things and work to get closure, and while both standing your grounds and expressing how you feel. And you could be calling in someone with prayers or affirmations to yourself. You could be calling in someone who is more suited and aligned for you, emotionally, spiritually, whatever. Someone who is, a lot of people are your soulmates, but someone who is more true to what your soul needs, what you need emotionally. So I'm also going to pull an Angels of Atlantis card, and this could be advice for the situation, what is needed in this situation, or it could just be something that you need to hear, and just general advice for you, from the Angels of Atlantis. So the card that you got is Divine Intelligence, Metatron. So I'm going to read that for you. And in regards to this situation, what I get from this card is to make wise decisions about, like, how if you're holding back something that you're going to say, it might be wise that you're doing that. Just make wise decisions about the situation, but also what I'm getting from this is that however this is unfolding, it's due to some sort of something from perhaps the divine, if you believe in that, something that you need to learn, something that needs to be illuminated to you. So that's why things have gone the way that they've gone, because there is something that you need to learn on your path. Okay, so Metatron, Divine Intelligence. Metatron, as a conduit of the divine, is speaking to you through your thoughts and feelings. This card asks you to notice and to follow your instinct and its inspiration. By drawing this oracle, you are bestowed with the powerful presence of this teacher angel, because you are a wonderful human being who can receive the frequency of this call. All genius arises from the source, and in this moment you are receiving holy manna, because your soul is a temple for the divine. Therefore, you may dispense the glory of the divine through each of your creations. Please rest in silence as you receive Metatron's teaching. So there could be some message coming to you through your thoughts and your feelings. If you're a creative person, there could be some sort of thing that needs to be created from you, from whatever thoughts or feelings that you're having, that you're going through right now. Could be important that you express that in some sort of physical way. Again, like if you're creative. Or maybe just, it could be, I'm getting the message that someone needs to try journaling. Just writing down how they're feeling to get some clarity on things. So thank you, Leo. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope you enjoy your day or night.